we are going to see chapter number 11, that is emerging issue in Indian economy of standard by commerce subject economics. So this is the second part of the chapter number 11. In first part we have seen the where we have seen the migration and types of the migration. Today we will see the causes of migration. Let's see causes of migration. That means which are the causes that is leads to the migration of the person. So in that, as we know, very first is the economic, because of the more high quality of life, because of high education, or because of getting more salary, a person can move from the one place to other place, and that will be fall under the economic causes. Here we are going to see more causes like social causes, or let's say political causes or other causes. But very first is the economic causes, because it is the very important factor of moving the person from one place to other place. So here we can see the very first is the economic causes. So here in that very first is it for employment, occupation or business. So here if the person is staying in that area, if more opportunity of the business or occupation or employment is not there, then the person is moving from that place to other place, and that is called economic reason of the migration. So when a person move for employment, occupation or business to other place, that is the causes of the migration. The next one economic causes of the migration is transfer. So here, as we know that in a company, or let's say in a government sector, which are the services is there, the employment, that is the transferable job. So because of the transferable job, a person who is serving in that department is supposed to transfer from one place to other place. Even if they doesn't want to move, if they want to continue with the job, they have to move from one place to other place, and that type of migration is called economic reason of the migration. So here the second one is a transfer. When a person is transferred from one place to another distant place, it is a force to move. So that is a forced migration. So then in economic causes, third one is a extent of natural resources. So here, as we know that we can find out the natural resources in some place. So in that place, if we can see that there are the abundant source of the natural resources, but the people staying there are very less. So the other people, they have to come their place to find out that resources of the nature. So that type of migration will fall over here, that is natural resources. So when a particular place has abundance of the natural resources, but relatively the population is low in that area, people migrate to that place from other place. So this type of migration will fall under this head. The fourth one is to attain better quality of education. So here, as we know that some of the people, they are having the hunger of education. They wanted to get very nice education. So that type of people cannot stay over the village area, and they have to move to the city area to get the better education. So here, when education opportunity are limited in any place, and a person has hunger for the better education, he migrates from that place to other place where he can get the better education. So that type of migration will fall under the economic causes. The next one is to get the modern health services. So here, as we know that health services are not available to all the area equally. So here the person who have the problem, physical problem, and has to take the long term medical treatment with a high modern quality of the health services. So that person is supposed to move from the village area to the city area to get the high quality of service of the health. So that will fall under here. So the person cannot acquire required health service to own native, and he is forced to migrate for acquiring those health related service. And the last one is planned migration. So here a family is willingly to send a person or the person of the family from one place to another place to get the better life, and that is the planned migration. So here, when a family plans to send one or more person away from native place for economic activity is called planned migration. So these are the causes of the economic migration. Students, you may note down this in your notebook. Then we will see the social causes. Let's see the next causes of a migration. So the second one is a social causes. So here, because of the society, there is a migration, and that type of migration is called social causes. So here, along with economic factor, social factor are also playing an important role in migration. In that, very first is a marriage. So because of marriage, as we know that the woman have to leave the native place and went to the in-laws house. So that type of migration will fall over here. So here, after marriage, when woman leaves her native place and migrate to live in a husband's distance place with her husband is known as social migration. The second reason is to get a respite of social rituals. So here, as we know that the Indian village society is having too much ritual, and it is a rigid society. But in an urban area, we can see that the atmosphere is a very free. So the young people of the village wanted to live their life in a free atmosphere, and that's why they are moving from the village area to the city area, and that type of migration will fall over here. So that is again the factor of the society, and that's why it will fall under the social causes. So here, a society in a village is a traditional and orthodox. So to great extent, so here it is very extreme level of orthodox can be seen in the village area, and in a urban society has a liberal thinking and modern lifestyle. The youth of the village get attracted to such lifestyle and like to settle in urban areas to escape from rigidity and rituals of the rural area, and this type of migration will fall under the social causes. Now, after that, the third causes of the migration is a political causes. So here, political causes are again divided into two parts, and that is, very first is a war and unrest. So here, as we know, there are the war between the countries, and because of the war, the people of that country cannot live peacefully, and they wanted to live their life peacefully. So they are going to move from that area to restful area. So that type of migration will fall over here. So here, area where war take place time and again. So here, there is a war again and again. So people of that area cannot live peacefully. So there will be an unrest in that area, and people will prefer to migrate to another area where they need not have to live in constant fear and insecurity. So the area where they are feeling fear and insecurity, from there they wanted to move to the area where they have security. So here, and because of that, the person they are moving from that area to the peaceful area, and that type of migration will fall under this category. Now, the next one of political causes is to avoid the friction. So here, as we know that in some area there are constant riots and friction in the society. So the people from that area will move to the other area. So that type of migration will fall over here. So wherever rioting and friction occur, people prefer to migrate from their area to peaceful area, and that type will be fall. So here, the last causes of migration is a natural calamity or environmental factor. So here, as we know, in some areas there are constant earthquake or a volcano is there. So in that area, people cannot live nicely. So people wanted to move from that area to the other area, and that type of migration will fall over natural calamities. So here, the place which are affected frequently by natural calamities and see large scale migration in search of safety. So in that area can be seen more migration in search of safety. The last one is a developmental activity. So in some area there is a development, and because of the development the houses from there will be moved to the other area. Let's say the bridges are going to, if the bridge are going to construct it on that area, if any society or if any houses are there, that is going to move to the other area. So because of the development activity, the people they are living there are forced to move to other area, and that type of migration will fall over developmental activity, and that is called developmental reason of the movement of the people. So these are the causes of the migration. Students, you may note down this in your notebook. Thank you for watching this video. Well,